Hi Donnellan, congratulations on a marvellous win there for the O'Callaghan's Mills. It's a great occasion here in O'Callaghan's, here in Kilkishen, celebrating the 100 years of this pitch to Hamilton Park. That was a very close game and a really great game to win.
It was, yeah, very close down. I suppose there was only a point in the end, and Clooney were pressing for the equaliser. We did well, I think, to hold out there and not give it free. I suppose, you know, they had a couple of runners coming through, but we managed to hold tough.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great win for us, and great weekend here in the club. You know, there's been a lot going on. A couple of games yesterday, and we had a junior final last night and a camogie final here today, and just a lot going on. So you know, I suppose it means a lot. I know it's only the Clare Cup, but it means a lot to us to win it all the same. You know.
Yeah, this pitch has been here like 100 years. It seems 100 years since I played here anyway, but this was one of the main pitches in Clare. It was Kilkishen here, and you had Tulla, you had Cusick Park, and you had Rowan and Newmarket and Fergus. And outside of that, there was very little. Probably Clooney came along with a pitch in as well. When you compare to what's there today, it has seen some great games, some fantastic times down here. I was privileged here to win an interference final here once. I can remember. So. It's a great, and the facilities are marvellous up there now. And
I suppose, you know, credit to our club as well that, like, obviously we learned a lot about the history of the club this weekend. We unveiled the plaque up there, and the chairman of the Munster Council came down yesterday, and so they have a good programme there for the weekend with the history in it, and we ran through a bit of it yesterday with a few speeches, and a lot has gone on in this field in the last 100 years. So, you know, it was great foresight from our club as well to approach the county board and look for the game here, because we were lucky enough to get to the final this year, but the game was going to be on here regardless. You know, we had approached the county board for the centenary celebration, so, you know, I think you know, a lot of credit has to go to the club for that as well, just to make the occasion here. You know. Yeah,
and there was a lovely crowd here, a lovely intimate feeling. We were all close to the action. You know, it's great. It was great. It really made a great occasion of it.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, sometimes you know, if we were in Cusick Park, great and all as it is, if the crowd you know, wasn't there to fill it, you wouldn't have the atmosphere that you have in a pitch like this for I suppose a fixture like this. You know.
Yeah.
So you know, we were obviously delighted to get it at home. A bit unlucky on Clooney that we got there this year, but I suppose the way it goes.
You couldn't have written the script any better. At the beginning of the year, I was led to believe that the Mills weren't putting out any team this year. You had lost so many players gone to Australia, and some high-profile names there. So we didn't expect you to be certainly in the cup final. But somehow, a lot of young players coming through, I believe, Brian.
Yeah, I suppose, and
because there's a lot of lads that's there a while too.
Yeah, and we've got a good management in there this year. Paul Keane from Adair, you know, an excellent coach, very easy to deal with, and the lads really enjoy his training. And you know, Shawnee McNamara there, local man, Fingers, obviously local man Johnny Cooney, and Declan Noonan from East Clare as well. So good management team, and we've lost a few players, but I think a lot of clubs have. Definitely around here, a lot of clubs have lost a few players to Australia, and you know, look, that's life. That you have to go and see a bit of the world as well. So they'll be back at some stage. You know, I suppose unfortunately for us, they went this year. You know, but sure, look, we'll have them back at some stage, and it gives someone else a chance. And
I saw you here a couple of weeks ago as well against Kilnamona, and he played really well that day. So I was that surprised that he had won today. There's one man I stood out in those two games, and that's Kenny Nugent. When I was playing corner forward, if I could score 5 points, I'd be talking about it forever. This man scored in the day 5 points. I think he scored from
and look, the points obviously will get the headlines, but you see there as well how many balls dropped in on top of him, and he catches them. And look, Killian's as good as what's around. He's a real top class keeper. We're very, very lucky to have him. Everything, his puck outs, just everything about him. He's a great lad to have around. He cuts the pitch. He does an awful lot for us around here. So he was excellent today, and I'm delighted for him. He had a tough time last weekend, you know, or 2 weekends ago. His granny passed away, and he buried her that morning, the day of the Aina game actually, and came up here and fired over a load of frees that day as well, which can't be easy for him. So I'm delighted for him there today as well. Now.
Yeah, he led from start to finish, apart from twice they pulled you back to level, and they pulled you back to level very near the end there. It was 113 to 6 points, just 113 to 16 points. And you got that energy then, you got up the field, and you got those two vital scores at the end. and they pulled it back into 1 point.
I think Killian came up with another big free, didn't he? And Colm Cleary, in fairness to him, being our marksman for the last few games, came up with a huge score there as well. And that wind over here in the stand where it's a bit sheltered, it doesn't seem too strong, but it was very strong up there, and it was a serious score out of Colm just to put the 2 points in it, I know they got it back to 1, and look, we held out.
He held out. It would have been very easy to give a free down there, just there in front of the goals there. That was the vital, that you didn't give away the free.
Yeah, great discipline out of the lads now, and in fairness to the ref, he gave he refed it well, he didn't give us off free or anything like that, and in fairness to Clooney, they weren't looking for it either, but I think our lads stood tall there at the end, and just, it's great discipline not to give away a free. Yeah,
great performances. I don't have all the stats with me, but great performances throughout the pitch. Like you were very strong down the middle. You were full forward and right back through the O'Gormans and back along to right back through the middle of the spine of your team was very strong. I felt.
Yeah, I think. Look, and I suppose everyone. I thought Stevie Donnellan here on the wing forward was excellent, and I suppose look, it was on in our home field as well, and I suppose we felt the duty to work hard and give it absolutely everything, and maybe one of the things of missing a few lads is we have what we have, and everyone has to work really hard. We don't have a huge band this year, so we all know we have to work as hard as we can, with what we have.
It sets you up nicely now going into the championship. The championship will be upon us now before we know it in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, for sure. And look, we've a tough group, and obviously we know it's going to be a lot different in championship to the Clare Cup, and things are going to go up a good few levels. Obviously, county players will be back into it, so we know this is no kind of marker for what's going to happen in the championship. But at the same time, you can all you can do is put your best foot forward, and we happen to win it this year. We haven't won the cup in I don't know how many years, 20 years since we were in the final. We lost that one, so I probably won't count too much once championship comes around, and that's been proven with previous winners, but at the same time I don't think it'll harm us either.
You'd want to win here for sure. I suppose you're heading for Clare Park next weekend?
I am. Hopefully we'll get a big result. It might push the club championship back a few weeks, but we don't mind that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're going well, and hopefully we'll get a big result up there.
Yeah, it'll be a big day, but it's a compliment to your club, the way that you ran everything today. Everything went off without a hitch. It was great there. We could go in and get a cup of tea and everything at half time, so I want to compliment O'Callaghan's Mills. A great club. You're one of the oldest clubs in Clare. I've read up your history. You go back right to the beginnings, and that's vital for Clare hurling. Clubs like you are strong in Clare.
Thanks very much.
Is there any bonus that you have the mayor of Clare? Did that spring anything?
We only just have him. I think it was only sworn in. Is that the right turn of phrase? But on Friday, so we only have him 2 days. But no, another great man to have. Sure, look, he gets so much work done around the place, whether it's as the mayor of Clare or a councillor or chairman of the club or however other many roles he has, he's a great man to have around.
And he's a man who rolls up his own sleeves.
For sure, he won't ask you to do anything he doesn't do himself anyway.
Yeah, and a proud day for him too, for the club. Brian, thanks for talking to me. Absolutely great day here. Really lovely evening here now this evening. So I hopefully you'll go into the village there. I'm sure enjoy the rest of the night.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks.